This is fun, no visual sync, back in the studio, gonna have a great time. What's happening everybody, welcome back to Working Title Productions. My name is Ed and I'm here to bring you an interesting movie talk, I don't know. So clearly Ben's not here, he's off doing something else. I was talking to him earlier in the week and he was like, I probably don't have time to film a movie talk this weekend. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. I don't have time to organise someone else. So yeah, me, yay. But we're back in the new studio. No, back in the normal shooting space after a long time away from it. So that's cool. So what I thought I'd do today is just bring you a video with my thoughts on just the rest of the big films that are coming out for the rest of the year. So obviously summer is over, which is when we usually get a lot of big blockbusters and stuff. But there are still some really big money-making movies that are still yet to come out over the next few months of 2016. So I thought I would just run through 4 of probably the biggest ones that I think are going to be doing the best over the next few months. Not necessarily like Oscar contenders or anything like that, like a lot of the movies that we get during this time of the year, but you know, certainly movies that will bring in big audiences. So we'll get right into it. And some of these we've talked about on the show before, so like it might be, you know, similar information to what you've already got, but you know, it's fine because some of them we haven't talked about on the show before. So let's just do it. Alright, so coming out first, so September and October kind of quiet. There's something, but not really much of note. But in November, right at the start of November, 4th of November in fact, in the United States, we get Doctor Strange, which is interesting. So it's a Marvel movie, obviously, and it's really their first foray into the supernatural, mystic world of the Marvel Universe. I don't know anything about Doctor Strange. I've never read a Doctor Strange comic. I don't know anything about the character or anything like that. But just from going off the trailers and the marketing and stuff, I think I don't really know how to feel about this movie. I think it's going to really struggle, perhaps, to get through everything that it has to set up and tell, and just explain how it all works and how it works in conjunction with everything else that's been happening in the Marvel Universe. I think that's an interesting challenge. There's certainly talented people behind it, which is cool, but at this stage, I honestly have no idea how this is going to turn out. So I'll definitely go see it and stuff, because we'll probably do a review of it and whatnot. But at this stage, I am still skeptical of the quality, just because I just feel like it's a big project to tackle, and yeah, I just don't know how audiences, including myself, are just going to connect to this sort of thing. So yeah, who knows? It's going to be interesting. Because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been going very strong for a long time now. And they've had a couple of misses, but it seems that, especially since Age of Ultron, they've just been really knocking it out of the park. That sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this, but you know, obviously I want it to do well. Obviously I want to like it. But at this stage, I can't truthfully say that I'm looking at this movie and say, yeah, I'm going to like this movie, because I just don't know that at this stage. And it seems like it's got a lot of characters, and I have a feeling the villain's going to be weak again, even though it's portrayed by a good actor in Mads Mikkelsen. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll see. Coming up after that, on the 18th of November, so getting there, a few weeks into November, that sort of thing, is a very highly anticipated movie by a lot of people that aren't me, and that is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This is the first Harry Potter movie that we've gotten since 2011. This is the first Harry Potter movie that we're getting since 2011. That's pretty big, because Harry Potter, obviously, pretty massive franchise in the world of everything. And yeah, Ben and I aren't massive fans of Harry Potter. Like, I read the books when I was a kid, watched the movies as they came out and whatnot. Like, it's fine, it's fun, it's relatively interesting, but like, I don't have this obsession with it like a lot of other people have. But you know, Fantastic Beasts looks really interesting. I really like the people who are in it. Like, Eddie Redmayne is awesome, and Ezra Miller is in it, apparently he's cool. Colin Farrell is cool. Ron Perlman is cool. Lots of cool people in it. So I'm definitely willing to give this a shot, especially just because it shows us more of what is genuinely just a really interesting world that we didn't really get to see much of in the Harry Potter movies, just because that is such like almost like tunnel vision of the story they want to tell. Like we don't get to see much of anything else. So I think that would be really cool to see what magical New York looks like. So yeah, I'm totally down with it so far. It looks funny, looks entertaining, and that's what movies are all about. So yeah, I'm down with that, I reckon. Obviously it's been helmed by David Yates, who did the last few Harry Potter movies. I don't think he did all of them, but he definitely did a few of them. And of course, J.K. Rowling writing it, of course. Why wouldn't she? And after that, kind of middle of December, getting towards Christmas, 16th of December, we have Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, which we've talked about on the show before. So I like Star Wars. I don't love Star Wars, but it's generally pretty cool for the most part. And yeah, Rogue One, I don't know, I think they've chosen just a really good story that a lot of people, I don't know, it's the story that drove the entire original trilogy into motion, and I think getting a chance to tell that is really cool. The trailers have been interesting. Everyone was raving about the second trailer, but I was kind of like, yeah, it's alright. But I think for the most part the film looks really cool. Once again, lots of great talent behind it. It's lots of actors and actresses I really like and that sort of thing. And obviously Disney are really getting behind Star Wars now, so they're, who knows, all the vast amount of resources coming into that and that sort of thing. So yeah, yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting how it plays out. I think it's gonna be very different from Star Wars movies that we've gotten so far, and very different from The Force Awakens. It seems a lot more grounded, I think. Hopefully the movie's not too big for the small story they're trying to tell. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's one of the things I've been thinking about with Rogue One. But yeah, I don't know, Force Awakens was awesome. It's good that Star Wars is on the up and up again, and yeah, I'm just really hoping that this ends up being something that's really, really cool. And yeah, and hopefully Darth Vader isn't in it too much, because that story's been told. I don't know, I just feel always, apparently he's in it for parts, but we don't need to focus on Darth Vader and that sort of thing. His story has been told quite comprehensively over 6 movies. Alright, so just leave him alone. And finally, a movie that we haven't really talked about on the show before, is coming out right before Christmas, 21st of December, is the Assassin's Creed movie. Now, I really like Assassin's Creed, the games and all that. I think the story that they tell, while it's not always told very well, and sometimes the characters are boring and whatnot, I think the idea of Assassin's Creed is just really, really cool. A lot of people complain about the sci-fi parts, but I really like the sci-fi parts. I think it's really interesting, especially Desmond's story over the first 5 games, I suppose it was. Jeez Louise. I thought that was cool to kind of just tie everything together, and that was cool. But Desmond was also a little bit constrictive in some respects, so I think it's really cool how the games now don't have to have their narrative interwoven with another overarching narrative. Obviously we've still got the modern random bits and pieces happening, stuff in Syndicate. It's interesting, but I don't know, I feel like it's good. It's good stuff these days. Union Disappointment, Syndicate was really good. But yeah, they're making a movie out of it. They're not adapting the original game or any other game, they're just telling their own story. I believe it's Spain, I thought so. Which is cool. We haven't been to Spain before in Assassin's Creed. And yeah, Michael Fassbender is a fantastic actor, obviously. He's done a lot of great work, as well as a lot of the other actors in it and that sort of thing. It's the same team that was behind last year's Macbeth movie, which apparently was really good, but I never got to see it because I don't think it got a wide release here in Australia. But yeah, I'm excited for it because, like I said, like the concept of Assassin's Creed has always been really, really cool, even if the execution hasn't always been great. And while I am worried about the reports of the fact that it's going to be like 60% modern day, 40% past tense, that worries me. Unless it makes sense from a story perspective, because that means that the story in the past really has to be just a very simple supplement to the story in the present, I feel like, because otherwise then you're just messing around too much with stuff and it wouldn't make sense narrative wise. So I feel like past is just going to be get in there, get the piece of Eden, that, or find where the piece of Eden is. I think it's going to be very straightforward. It's not like there's going to be like a main villain in the past or anything like that. It's more just going to be an opportunity for cool action things, and I'm sure there'll be cool action things in the modern part as well. But yeah, I have a feeling the modern part is going to be where the real villain is, and that sort of thing, and where all the character development and tension and that sort of thing is. But yeah, visually the film looks really cool, and just all that sort of stuff on a technical level looks fine. It will just be interesting to see how they work with all just the narrative stuff, because Assassin's Creed can be complicated sometimes. It's just about to find that balance of where to put your main story beats. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I really want to like it. I like what I see so far, and yeah, hopefully when it comes out, I'll be like, yeah, I'm down with this. So yeah, that's been kind of like my, I mean, it's summer for us, so like my summer movie preview, but really a winter movie preview, because we usually use the term the American seasons for movies, but it's fine. So yeah, let me know what movies you're looking forward to for the rest of the year. Before I go, one more thing. You'll notice here that I've got a new pop figure. This is Dark Knight Returns Armored Batman. And I just want to give a shout out to this one in particular, because the entire new line of Dark Knight Returns pop figures is really, really cool. And they've done a really good job with them. Just especially look at Batman's facial expression. I'm going to bring him right up to the camera. Like, look at this. This is really cool, I feel like. And all the other ones look really cool as well. Just like, you can get an unmasked version of this one, so like at the very end of Dark Knight Returns, and you can get Superman and that sort of thing. You can get Carrie Kelly, Robin, and the Joker one especially, they've done a really good job with, so I might be getting more of those in the future, I'd say. But yeah, so let me know what movies you're looking forward to in the rest of the year, whether it be one of these four or any other movie that's coming out. Obviously there's ones I left off, there's still a bunch of movies yet to come out. Most of them smaller titles, but that's okay, because smaller titles can sometimes be better. And yeah, and then you should come over, follow me. Then you should subscribe so you don't miss any more episodes of Movie Talk or any of the other shows we do. Game Talk Plays comes to you every Thursday. Weekend content varies, so things like Bored AF, Ben Gets Angry. James sometimes does content for us. His Overwatch Let's Play went up yesterday. Well, today when I'm filming it, but last Sunday. It's good stuff. That's a really funny video. And then, yeah, and just whatever random stuff we feel like doing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Come follow me over on Twitter at EdwardNark. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WorkandTold, YouTube, so you never miss a video. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.